Hello students, in our last video we have done exercise 6.1 which was based on finding the sum of first n consecutive odd numbers. That was about how to find out the units place of a perfect square number, and we have also learned how to find out that how many known perfect square number lie between any consecutive perfect square. So today I will be teaching you how to find out the square of a number without the actual multiplication. But before this, I want to teach you one small trick that will make you surprise. And what is that trick? That will help you in doing the calculation in fraction of seconds. Now see, you have learned the squares. 15 square is 225. 25 square, yes, what it is? You have already learned till 30, it's 625. Now I am going to find out the square of a number which ends with 5. For example, 45 square, 75 square or 95 square. I have not learned this. Without that only I am going to find out what will be the answer of this. So what are we supposed to do in this trick? That I am going to divide this number in two parts. This ones digit, that is always 5. That is going to be one part, and the remaining whatever is left, that is the second part. Now I will be writing my answer direct. This 5, whatever was the digit to the right, its square is 25. You write down 25. Now comes the left part of this number. This is, here it is 4. What is consecutive of 4? That is 5. So 4 into 5, that is 20. So the answer of 45 square is 2025. Now take one more number, one more example, that's 75 square. How to find out 75 square? Again I have divided the number, this 5. So the answer is 25. Now we are left with only 7. So what should be the answer now? 7 8s are. Next number is 8. So 7 into 8. That's 56. So 5625 is the square of 75. Yes, now think of this. 95 square. 25. 9 is there. So what is the next number to it? 10. So 9 tens are 90. Isn't it interesting? So you can play this game with your friends, that who will be giving the answer first. Okay. So this was one short trick. The today's main topic is how to find the square of a number without actual multiplication. Suppose I have to find out 32 square. If we don't know this method, what we would do? 32, the square is the number multiplied by itself, that is 32 into 32. Now this is very time consuming process, tedious job. So we are going to simplify it. Now 32 can always be written as 30 plus 2. This square was there, this remains as such. This whole square means this whatever is in the bracket is to be multiplied by the same. That's 30 plus 2 into 30 plus 2. So that's equal to, now means this 30 expanded form, this 30 is to be multiplied whatever is there within this bracket. That means 30 into whatever was that, 30 plus 2. Now next step is this plus 2. It's plus 2. So this is again to be multiplied by this full bracket. So plus 2 into 30 plus 2. Open the bracket. 30 into 30. You can easily find out. 30 into 2. You don't need to do the calculation in rough. Direct start writing. 2 into 30. It's 60. 2 into 2. It's 4. That's equal to 900 plus 60 plus 60, 120, 120 plus 4, 124, and now do the addition. That's 1024. Is it clear? So now take one more sum for this. Suppose you have, I am taking 47 square, you have to find out. Now 47 square can be written as, I can write as 40 plus 7 whole square. This is equal to 40 plus 7 into 40 plus 7. The next step, 40 into this bracket plus 7 into again this bracket. Now open it. 40 into 40 is 1600. This is 7 fours are 280. This is also the same, plus 49. And now do the addition. 9000, that is 9. 8, 8, 16. 16 plus 4, 20. 0. Carry is 2. 2, 4, 6. 6 and 6, 12. Carry is 1. And the answer is, this is the square of 47. Now this sum can also be done like this. 47 square. Now we are making the calculations easy by using these tricks. Now we can also write 47 can also be written as 50 minus 3. See, this is more easy. The estimation. 47 is more closer to 50. So this can also be written as 50 minus 3. Now this means 50 minus 3 into 50 minus 3. Process remains the same. That's equal to 50 into 50 minus 3. Now you have to be careful over here. Now it is minus 3. So minus 3 is here and we have 50 minus 3. Now what to do? 50 into 50 is 2500 minus 150. Minus 3 multiplied by 50 is again minus 150 and minus is plus 9. That is equal to 2500 minus. Now this same sign they are to be added. That's minus 300 and we are left with plus sign. 2500 minus 300 is 2200. 2200 plus 9, that's equal to 2209. I hope this is clear, this sum. The next concept for today is the Pythagorean triplet. The members of Pythagorean triplet. Now you all must have heard about the mathematician Pythagoras. What is that? I'll be teaching you Pythagorean triplet. Yes, when I say this, what comes in your mind? It means it's something related to Pythagoras. What was Pythagoras theorem that you have studied? Does anyone remember what was it? It was related to right angle triangle. And what was that? I have given you the hint. Yes, anyone can think of it? I think so, it's in your mind now. What was Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem was, if this is hypotenuse, this is perpendicular and this is base. It is always in case of right angle triangle that hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. And using this Pythagoras theorem, when we were knowing any two quantities out of these three, we were able to find the third one. Suppose the perpendicular and base was given, then you were able to calculate hypotenuse. This side, the longest hypotenuse means the side which is opposite to 90 degree, the longest side of the right angle triangle. In case if these two are given, hypotenuse and perpendicular, then you could calculate base. But if out of three, only one is given to you, only one data is given, either perpendicular or base or hypotenuse. If any one of them is given, then what about the other two? How to find out the other two? That is, we'll be teaching you in this Pythagorean triplet. Now Pythagorean triplet means these three numbers, perpendicular, base and hypotenuse. The combination of these three, the group of three, this is called Pythagorean triplet. Now the members of Pythagorean triplet are, we have given them the names. The members of Pythagorean triplet are 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Now see, this one is 2m, this is the smallest member. This is the smallest one, and this one is the largest out of these three. This is the largest. It means the largest number क्या होता है बेटा? If it is a right angle triangle, तो जो largest होगी side, कौन सी largest side होने वाली है? That is the hypotenuse. It means this m square plus 1 will be the hypotenuse. Now these are the members of Pythagorean triplet, then what does m represent over here? Now m is a natural number which is always greater than 1. M is a natural number and it has to be always greater than 1. It cannot be less than 1. It has to be greater than 1. Now for example, I am taking an example. If I say one of the member of, but I am not doing the proof for you. These proof will be doing it in the higher classes. So one of the member of Pythagorean triplet, it's given to you as 8 and you are asked to find out the other members. It means out of these 3, 1 is given to you and the rest you have to find out. So how to start? See, we are going to put this first number, let this 2m is equal to 8. Now m is equal to, solve this simple equation. Now m is equal to 8 by 2, that's equal to 4. In case if we solve this and find out the value of m, what was m? What we have supposed? We have supposed that m is a natural number and it is greater than 1. Now is 4 a natural number and is it greater than 1? Yes. So you will be writing here m is equal to 4 and m is greater than 1. It means this is the value of m. It can be the value of m. It means my one of the member was 8. M की value आ गई. So I am going to put the values of m in other 2 cases. What was my second case? That was m square minus 1. M you have already calculated that m is 4. So m square means 4 square minus 1. That is 16 minus 1 and that's equal to 15. The third one it is m square plus 1, that's equal to 4 square plus 1, that's equal to 16 plus 1 and that's equal to 17. So what are my members now? First one member was given to you. You are supposed to write the same. 2m was that equal to 8. The rest 2 you have calculated that these 2, 15 and 17 are your members. So at last you will be writing that 8, 15, 17 are the members of Pythagorean triplet. I hope this is clear. I will take one more example. Yes, Peter. The next example is one of the member given to you is 18 and you have to find out the rest of the members of Pythagorean triplet. So what were the members of Pythagorean triplet? Just now we have done. That was 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. These are the members of Pythagorean. I am writing in short. They are the members of Pythagorean triplet. Now this one of the member is given. So first of all you will be putting it in the smallest number. So that is, we can say that 2m is equal to 18 and solve for this. M is equal to 18 by 2, cancel out and you get as 9. It means m is equal to 9. Now here, is it m greater than 1 and is it a natural number? Yes. 9 is greater than 1. This implies m is greater than 1. Hence this value is verified for us. Now put this value in this relations. So that's put, you will write here, put m is equal to, it has come out to be 9. So this becomes 2 into 9. I am putting directly in one line. You can do it separately as I have done it last example, or you can do it in this manner. So 2 into 9, then the next was m square, 9 square, because m is equal to 9, the value of m is 9. So 9 square minus 1, or the third one is 9 square plus 1. Solve for this. 2 9s are 18. 9 square means 9 9s are 81 minus 1. And then we have 81 plus 1. That's equal to 18, 80 and 81 plus this, it's 82. So these 18, one of the member is 80. It must be whatever is given, that must be the member of this triplet. And it's there. 18, 80 and 82. So these are the members of Pythagorean triplet. I hope these two sums are clear to you. How to find out the perfect square without actual multiplication, and what do we mean by Pythagorean triplet, and how to find out the members of Pythagorean triplet. So all for today. Thank you.